Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Thomas and Friends wandered at Sodor. This is part 2 of our Thomas and Friends look. We are going to do the next in the stories featuring Thomas. Thomas Goes Fishing is another proper nostalgic story from the classic series, of course. I don't know if there's any original stories involved in this game. We'll find out. But we're going to do Thomas Goes Fishing. Let's hit the play button. And there we go. I've now got my keyboard plugged in as well. So we'll have a look at going through the various user
Thomas
interface
Goes
options
Fishing
on the keyboard and see if it works.
When Thomas puffed along his branch line, he always looked forward to something special. The sight of the river. As he rumbled over the bridge, he would see people fishing. Thomas often wanted to stay and watch. One day, Thomas stopped as usual to take on water at the station by the river. Out of order? Bother! I'm thirsty. Never mind, Thomas, said his driver. We'll get some water from the river. They found a bucket and some rope and went to the bridge.
Just cycle through on the keyboard and see if any of those buttons do work. Button 3 changes camera. Number 2 as well gives us camera and internal on the number 1. If I press F5, Control and 5, that turns off our HUD. That's good. That should cycle through those. There we go. And that one there. 7 turns that one off. 8 is our 8 camera, of course. 9 is our map. What I want to do is I want to see if Thomas has. Yep, his headlight button works there, like so. And his whistle. It doesn't have a bell. We've got all the various buttons work. No safety systems. Sodor doesn't have safety systems. We know this from the amount of times the engines have accidents. But what I want to do is get rid of the AP thing, and it's not letting me do that. Oh, there we go. Control and 6 on the keyboard gets rid of the AP thing, but that's all that we can get rid of for the moment. I'll turn that one on and that one off. There we go. I think we're good. I've got it how I like it for now, and it's no minimal HUD. It does say there was a track monitor, but I think it only works in the timetable mode. We'll have a look at that as well. Let's get Thomas started. Right, so we're on 8 camera at the moment. There's some canal boats there. Don't need to go too fast, Thomas. Jump into our external camera. Thomas is looking very tired and thirsty. You go, Thomas, stop there. That'll do. Climb down from the cab. Okay. Okay. I am his driver, so I need to step down and use the bucket. This is awesome. Right. There we go. Select the bucket to pick it up and pop it into Thomas. Climb up, like so. Open that one.
That's good, puffed Thomas happily.
Yeah, okay, we'll climb back down. And we'll use the bucket again. The bucket has got holes in it, if you remember. The bucket had 5 holes in the TV series and the story. They don't seem to be mentioning about the holes at the moment, but in the original story it did have holes in it, so we had to fill it up quite a few times. Like so, we're just going to be doing that for now. There we go. For 5 times, I think it was. How many times have we done it now? That's 3, isn't it? There we go. Fill it in again. There we go. We're nearly full. We can see the water level just rising. Like so. Climb up onto Thomas again to find the right place. There we go. So it's 4 times. What's it saying now? Climb back inside the cab. There we go, sorry. Step back up. Close that door. Stand there. And off we go. We're going to Maythwaite. I think it was the canal boat that was beeping then. Or honking. Did canal boats beep or do they honk? That's the question, isn't it? Okay. Off we go then, Thomas. Get up to speed, please. We're approaching Maythwaite Station and we'll see what happens next in the story. Got some old style tractors included as well, really matching the sort of time period and appearance of Thomas and Friends, of course. Whatever the time period of Thomas and Friends was, or is. 1930s, 1940s, I would have said. Originally. Okay, come on Thomas, stop. I turned that off. I turned the rainbow stop marker, I thought I turned it off. It appears to have turned itself back on. Okay. Off to Hackenbeck now. coming into Hackenbeck Station. Slow Thomas down. Just like that. Nicely done. There we are. I'm pleased with that. Maybe I'll have better luck with Thomas than I do in Trenton World when it comes to overshoots. Let's unlock the doors. And we'll close them up again.
Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. "Oh dear," groaned Thomas. "I think I'm going to burst. I've got such a pain. I've got such a pain."
We need to go and stop at a junction. He's not looking happy at all, is he, poor Thomas? Slightly overshot that one. I think we got away with it. Press A to uncouple.
They stopped just outside the last station, uncoupled Annie and Clarabelle, and ran Thomas, who was still groaning, onto a siding right out of the way.
Here's Farquhar Station, that features in that opening title sequence. On the TV series, of course. Let's try not to crash, Thomas. There we are. Apparently I was too far forwards, so we will need to just reverse a little bit. There you go, Thomas. Just there.
Then, while the guard telephoned for an engine inspector, the driver found a notice with large letters, which he hung on Thomas in front and behind. "Danger, keep away." Soon the inspector and Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "Cheer up, Thomas," they said. "We'll soon put you right." The driver told them what had happened. "So the feed pipe is blocked," said the inspector. "I'll just look in the tanks." He climbed up and peered in. Then he came down. "Excuse me, sir. Please
I
look in the
understand
tank
them
and
using
tell me
the
what you
Trains in
see."
World character models, but it would be nice
"Certainly,
if we
Inspector,"
got
replied Sir
the
Topham Hatt.
original sort of wooden characters from the
clambered
TV
up,
series, but I
looked
understand
in,
why they've done
and
what they've
nearly
done.
fell off in surprise.
Inspector, he whispered, can you see fish? Gracious goodness me, how did the fish get there, driver?
We must have fished them from the river with our bucket, replied Thomas's driver.
Well, Thomas, you and your driver have been fishing. But fish don't suit you. We must get them out.
They all took turns fishing in Thomas's tank, while Sir Topham Hatt looked on and told them how to do it.
Never mind, Thomas,
said Sir Topham Hatt.
you will be all right now. There's no need to worry yourself any more. But, he added, I do hope that you and your driver won't go fishing again, as I don't think it suits engines. Do you?
No, sir, said Thomas sadly. Engines shouldn't go fishing. It's too uncomfortable.
There we go. Thomas has been fishing. There we are. That's another story from Thomas and Friends. Wonders of Sodor. We got an achievement for completing it. We'll do some more videos, of course. I have said we'll do more. We'll do some timetables with some of the other engines soon on this channel. But for now, that's another video done. I'll see you very soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.